everybody? Eric Brown, MOBO-Media, MOBO-Media. I'm coming at you again from a cruise ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and I thought I'd talk about another subject. I thought I'd talk about the subject of, actually, I named it, I didn't know what to name it. I just named it Today's Walking Zombies. That's what I named it. And I'll tell you why. Man, nowadays, man, life is tough right now. It's very tough. It's challenging. Uh, a lot of people don't have a lot of hope. You know, a lot of people are suffering and struggling through things. And sometimes it'll cause people to use substances to cope, whether it's drugs or alcohol, things like that. Um, but also, people use social media to cope. They use porn to cope. I mean, all types of stuff. So the thing for me is that, before when I was raised up, it just seems like there was more of a human element to things. I mean, you could feel people. Now, man, you can't feel what in the world is going on out there, man. Sometimes you see people walking, talking to themselves. You see people, they're drugged out and they're just zoned out. And I never knock anybody on drugs because, in my opinion, there's no person on this earth that wants to be on drugs or loves drugs. I think drugs is just it's a coping mechanism for a lot of people. So that's why you would never hear me um, step on anybody that has an addiction or struggling with that type of thing. But there are a lot of zombies walking around, man. A lot of zombies walking around. That's why, situational awareness is very important. And when I say situational awareness, I mean, looking at everything going on around you, because there are people out there that are losing their minds and killing folks and mass shootings and all sorts of things. But there are a lot of zombies walking around out there. And I'll speak to the whole social media thing. Some folks are so caught up with the social media thing and so into all this stuff, TikTok, whatever, not knocking anybody. But I think there comes a point where you got to kind of, manage that properly, because if not, you'll be one of those walking zombies. I can't, and you see the impact even with customer service. Before, back in the day, before all the social media stuff, you had people that would say thank you at restaurants or, appreciate your, coming to your establishments. Man, you go to a fast food restaurant now, those folks don't even look at you sometimes. They just hand the money to you and get your food and whatever. But I never knock them. It upsets me when they do that, but I always tell myself, you never know what that person is going through. But it's just that zombie effect thing, man. It's just that zombie effect. And I don't say that in a negative way. I say that's the reality of what's going on in the world today. You got a lot of walking zombies out there. I think me and my aunt talked about that. Uh, she talked about that. Said it's just zombies out here, particularly people on these crazy drugs out here like trank and meth and all this other, fentanyl, all this other crazy stuff out there, man. Just a lot of walking zombies out there, man. And my hope is that this is just a cycle. That we always go through these cycles in life. Back in the 70s, there was a big drug thing with pills and syrup and everything. And some folks older than me know what I'm talking about. So we go through these cycles. And then we had, in the 80s, you had the cocaine and all this kind of stuff. They had other zombies back then. And fast forward now, man, you got all types of drugs out there. You got drugs out there that are not even meant for human consumption out there. Hell, some of this stuff out there like trank, it's elephant tranquilizer. That's why they call it trank. You know how big an elephant is? And my God, it only takes just a little bit of some of these drugs to knock an elephant out. So what do you think it'd do to a human being? There's some drugs out there that, like the tip of an ink pen, just that amount of drugs will kill you. But there are folks out there taking these chances, man. And, my hope is that, again, this is just a cycle we're going through and we'll get through it. Um, but yeah, a lot of walking zombies out there, a lot of zombies out there. I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying it's just the reality. It's my reality. This is what I see all the time. Hell, I'm on a cruise ship right now with 3,100 people, 1,700 crew members, 3,000. So all total, 4,800 people on this cruise ship. And I've seen zombies on this cruise ship. Trust me, they're everywhere. I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen the zombies on the cruise ship. And I just kind of steer clear of them, keep my eye on them, you know. But I also pray for them because, nobody wants to be the zombie. The zombie, again, is a result of a lot of the drugs and people losing hope and social media's influence. Social media's got a lot of, particularly young folks that don't even know how to talk to people, man. Like acknowledge folks. It's just the craziest thing that some young folks can't even hold a conversation because they're so used to doing the internet, and the phone. You know, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But it's not my generation. I'm not trying to knock that generation of folks. Obviously, there's something good about it, but I mean, for me, it just seems like the majority of it is negative because there's just so many people, on social media that intentionally, put out negative energy. Negative energy. It's just disgusting. With that, I'll end this, and ask everybody to keep your eyes open because the zombies out there. Zombies are out there, so just keep your eyes open and just we'll keep praying for them, and we won't give up on them, but we'll certainly continue to love them and give them the support they need, and hopefully they can get out of it and get back to being human again. Again, this is Eric Brown, Mobile Media, man. Y'all take care. Bye bye.